Circus Day at Merryvale by Hale Burnett. Chapter 6. The Great Act. "And now comes the biggest thing of all," cried Reddy. "See the man bringing in the wheel? He's going away up there near the roof of the tent to ride down on a track. It's very steep, and just before it reaches the ground, it turns up again. The man on the wheel is going so fast when he reaches the bottom that he turns a somersault, or loops the loop as they call it." The boys sat very still, trying to think how they would feel in the man's place. And in a few minutes all was ready for the act. Volando, the human fly who loops the loop on a wheel, was climbing the ladder, smiling and bowing to all, and each minute mounting nearer the roof of the big tent. In almost no time the wheel was set in place at the top of the incline for the awful ride. Reddy held Toad's hand, and everyone was gazing at Volando. There wasn't a sound to be heard. He sat astride the wheel, and at any moment he might start down, down, down. Suddenly there was a whirl, a flash of color. Something near the end of the track went up in the air and came down with a thud. It was over. Volando stood smiling before them. "Hurrah!" shouted all the crowd, clapping and stamping. "Wasn't that just great?" cried Chuck. "Must be a dandy wheel he has," added Reddy. "Best rider in the world, I guess," said Toad. "Look at that clown. What is he doing to that tramp?" asked Herbie. Quite near them, a clown dressed in a black suit with white dots on it was trying to make a tramp clown stand with his feet crossed, his hands on his hips, and his head cocked on one side. He seemed to be having great trouble in getting the tramp to stand in just the right position, and he kept running back and forth between the tramp and a little box set up on 3 sticks. "Why, he's going to take that fellow's picture," laughed Chuck. "Let's watch the fun." Finally all was ready. "Look pleasant, please," said the clown, stepping back of the box, and suddenly a jet of water spurted into the tramp's face. The clown, hastily picking up his camera, ran away as fast as his legs would take him, with the tramp clown in hot pursuit. "Wouldn't I like to have one of those cameras? I'd take your picture any time, Fat," laughed Herbie. "Here comes the Japanese who walks on the wire," shouted Fat, and all looked to see Togo, the world-renowned wonder who could dress and undress, standing on a single wire 10 feet above the ground. "Why, Mother, he even dances on it," whispered a little girl behind them. "Oh, I'm so afraid he'll fall." Chuck gave Herbie a poke with his elbow. "Guess if she's so scared at this, she'd have fits if she saw me up in the top of our cherry tree swinging by one arm," he said. "Oh, girls are always scared at things," laughed Herbie. When this act was finished, the performance was over, but the audience was now invited to buy tickets for a concert which was to follow. The boys knew that this meant singing, and that if they stayed, they would have no time to see the animals on the other side of the tent before it grew dark, so they started off. "I'm going to find the big elephant and give him the rest of my peanuts," called out Chuck.